Students, welcome to the one more series of the networking channels. Already there have been so many channel videos made on the network. If you have not seen them, please watch them so that you get a better idea of this channel. What is there in the today's channel? Today we are going to talk about the transmission media. What is transmission media? We will just see the definition and what are the various types of net transmission media available. Broadly we have two types of transmission, one is wired and other is wireless. As the video will go ahead, you will get the detailed idea over there. So let us not waste time and start it. First is what exactly the transmission media means. Transmission media means a pathway which will carry your information from the sender machine to the receiver machine, which means when I am connecting my two devices, either it is a small network in the range of 10 meter or it is a long term distance, whenever there is a physical connection between the two wires, you need some connectivity to connect them. This connectivity will be established between the two computers either through the cable wires or you may go for wireless media. How you are connecting them, that is called as transmission media. Even it is also called by the another name called communication channel. You can also call it as communication channel. And normally in the computers the data is transmitted through the electrical or electromagnetic signals. So basically transmission media means the way in which you have made the connectivity between the two devices which act as a pathway for transmitting the data from the client computer to the server computer. This is the broad classification of communication media. It is broadly divided into one called wired, which is also called by another two names called guided media or bounded media, and similarly the next one is called as wireless or unguided or unbounded media. And in the further classification of wired, we have three types of wires available in the today's. One is twisted pair, coaxial and optical fibers, whereas in the wireless we are using the four types of this: radio waves, microwaves, infrared and the Wi-Fi technology. Let us see each working in the detail. These are the classifications, which the first classification, as I told, the wired is also called by these two another names, and the wireless is also called by the unguided or unbounded. In the case of guided media, the signals are directed or they are confined in the narrow pathway to the physical link. When we use the word called physical link, we mean to say physical means something which you can see with your naked eyes. Everything which is visible and you feel, that is called as physical. The cable wires are physically visible to you and you establish a narrow pathway between the two computers so that the signals can be transmitted. That is called the guided media. Under this guided media, what are the three types of classifications available? We have three, one called twisted, coaxial and fiber. The detail working are different for each one of them. Let's see the detail. The first one is the Ethernet cable, which is generally available in almost all the computers which we use. Even if it is a standalone computer at your home, you have the Ethernet cable wire which is used to connect the internet connectivity. Typically these Ethernet cable wires are used for the internet connections and they are plugged into the local network. And where do we plug them? We don't plug them anywhere where we want it. There is a special Ethernet port available on almost all the devices, whether it is computer, laptop. Most of the devices have a special Ethernet port provided. Even the latest monitors which are coming, the televisions which are coming, they have the Ethernet port provided where you can connect it and we can watch the internet facility in the televisions as well. And this, the common use of Ethernet is connecting the Wi-Fi router or the modem through the television line. This is the diagram. the diagram is coming later on. But what are the advantages we get is, firstly, it is extensively inexpensive. That is why almost all the home cable which are using the internet facilities are using internet, because it is least expensive, around 300 per month internet facility. Second, you don't need any extra architecture for it, just you have certain meters of cable wire installed and your internet connectivity is ready. Third thing is, you don't need even extra switches or hubs, water switches, hubs and all this. There is one special YouTube made for it, you can just refer the detail description for it. This all devices are coming too expensive, but to make your internet connection in the single computer, you don't need even switches and hub. And second thing is, any disturbance due to the noise does not mean the noise coming at the home, the children are making noise in the sense outer nature disturbance. Rainy season, the rain causes disturbance, then the wind blowing, all this, the nature disturbance, even that will not affect the speed of the internet. These are all advantages which we get with the Ethernet cable. See, this is the cable wire which is everybody is familiar with, and you plug this in your computer. This diagram which is there, this is the diagram of the switches and hubs, but in the computer you have a special Ethernet port which is available, same like this, where you port in and your internet connectivity gets started. So we say the installation is very simple. You just buy a certain meter of cable wire, and per monthly rental charges around 300 to 350, and you are using the high speed internet connectivity. These are all the advantages we get it. Then we talk about the twisted pair cable wires, which are the cable wires which you find them in your home electronical appliances. All the fan, tube lights, this all which are connected in your home, the wires which are attached over there, there are two wires which are twisted around one another. That wires which you find in the home appliances, fans, tube lights, these are all called as twisted pair cable wires, which cannot be used for connecting our computer devices. But what are they comprising of? On the top layer you find the rubber sealing of black color or red color, whatever, but inside that wire there is a copper wire which is actually helping to transmit the data, and these two wires are transmitting the data. And again, in this cable wires there are furthermore categories. They are called as UTP, STP. UTP stands for unshielded twisted pair and STP stands for shielded twisted pair. If anybody wants to know the further detailed explanation, please write it down in the comment box. I will give you the detailed video of all this, what does UTP and STP stands for. The third in the series of the wired is coaxial cable. Where do we first of all see coaxial cable is, the coaxial cables are available in your televisions. First let me show the diagram, then I will come to the explanation so that you relate it. Everybody has seen this cable wire in your set-top box connection. Your set-top box is connected with this wire. This coaxial cable, it is used for the radio frequency. In the case of computer understands the digital signals, but when the things are transmitted through the cable wires, they understands the radio frequencies, and it is used for connecting your cable wires. You are connecting your digital audio jacks, you find the audio jacks also connected, and they transmits data through the audio transmitters. You have audio transmitters and receivers for connecting the antennas and all these things. Now see the working of it. We just see the black plastic on the top and we connect it and the things are working, but see, it is made up of so many layers. Layer 1 is this one, the center conductor, which is made up of copper. This is core part which helps you to transmit the data. The copper is the main thing which will transmit the data, but to protect this copper from getting it disturbed by the nature, as in the Ethernet it was written that there is no disturbance of noise. The noise will not disturb the transmission of data Why? Because it is protected by layer 1, layer 2, layer 3, and at last layer 4. This is the case of coaxial. The fiber is still better protected in the decent way. The first of all, copper wire is protected by dielectric plastic. This is made up of a plastic material. Then after this, again it is further sealed with the foil shield. The third protection given is, this is a copper braided. And finally the last coating given is the outer jacket, the black color which you see, to make a small transmission of this copper wire. It transmits your data without any kind of disturbance. We give so much of protection to it, that is why continuous data keeps on transmitting without any disturbance of the nature and noise. As few advantages were already given. The first one is combined collectively. If I talk about all the guided medias, twisted pair, coaxial and all this, the first one is, it is extremely safe and secure. As you saw, it was coated by so many layers, so it is more secure. Second, we know that the speed of the computers is much better than the mobile one. In the mobile it is wireless, which is coming ahead, but the computer speeds are much better, so speed is better. And third thing is, when the distance is short, you can afford it. When the distance goes longer, you cannot keep on installing the cable wires for the long term of distance. But there is of course some disadvantages of this. Number one is, you need a physical link. That is what the cable wires has to be required for connecting them. This is called as physical link. Physically the link has to be set up, and it takes time, because you have to make the connectivity through the cable wires and all these things. When you want to make the internet connectivity first time at your home, it will take some time. Once the connectivity done, then it is nothing to take botheration. Now let us talk about the unguided media. What is unguided media? It is also called, as in the beginning, wireless or unguided media, and three classifications under this category is Bluetooth, infrared and Wi-Fi. Let us see the detailed working of this one by one. The very first one is the Bluetooth, which is today the mostly used in the mobile phone. We use the Bluetooth technology in our mobile phones as well as in the PC also. Out of the three wireless technologies, this is a little bit low powered wireless technology, and what it is designed for, it is designed for connecting the phones and the other portable equipments together. As I told, not only you connect one mobile to the another one, but at times when there is some data in my mobile and I want to transfer that data from my mobile phone to my PC or my laptop, that time also you will use the Bluetooth connectivity only. Then to what extent the wireless connectivity will be established? It will cover the range up to 10 meters or 30 feet. If you extend beyond the 10 meters range, the connectivity will get disconnected. So be in the range of 10 meters, the Bluetooth will work. And parallelly, at one time you can connect around 8 devices simultaneously. So nice of it. One computer or one mobile phone connected, you can transmit parallelly to 7 PCs simultaneously. This is one of the lowest of the three wireless. The second in the series of wireless is your infrared, which travels only in the short distance. The case of Bluetooth was, Bluetooth travels in all 360 directions. If my mobile is in room number 1 and there is another room in the hall, the mobiles are lying in the 10-meter range and they are in the different room also, still the Bluetooth will travel in all 360 directions. That is the plus point of the Bluetooth. But with the infrared, the limitation is that read the last 2 second line, it works in the direct line of sight. Everybody is using the remote controls. If you are using remote control, it has to be compulsory kept straight in front of the device which you are operating. The CD is there, the CD has to be operated through the remote. You cannot put your remote control anywhere and you try to operate it, it will not work. That is one limitation of the infrared. First limitation, put straight in front of the device which you are operating. Second limitation, when I talk with the Bluetooth was connecting around 8 devices to 10 devices, whereas infrared is 1 to 1. One remote control is operatable on only one device at a time. If I am operating my remote with the television, at the same time I cannot use it with another device. So one infrared will work on only one device at a time. And third last disadvantage is it cannot penetrate through the walls. I told in the Bluetooth it travels in all 360 directions. Even if the people are sitting in the separate rooms, but still in the range of 10 meters it will travel. But here though, any person will come and stand in front of you and you use the remote control, the signal will not pass to the television also. Even in the range of shot, but an obstacle coming, the range will not travel. These are the limitations with the infrared. The last in the series of the wireless connectivity is Wi-Fi. Full form is wireless fidelity. This works with the technology of the radio waves. It uses radio waves to transmit the data, and the speed of transmitting the data is 2.4 gigahertz to 5.8 gigahertz, and it is using the internet facility using without any kind of cable wires at all. There is no use of Ethernet cables, and it allows multiple users to simultaneously connect. As compared to the Bluetooth was in the range of only 10 meters. Here it can transmit from 30 to 100 meters, and they are mostly preferable in the areas of like your airport, and of course we are using it in the home places. They are there, but the places where you feel 24/7 the internet connectivity is needed, we cannot take the risk of losing the internet connectivity. Those places they make sure that the Wi-Fi connection is there and anytime the user is connected to the internet. Then you have in the series of wireless the fiber optic cables. The whole worldwide connections which we use, the entire internet available worldwide works on the fiber optic cables. Fiber optic cables transmits information from one place to another using the pulses of infrared lights. As I told, infrared is the technology used in the remote control. The same technology is used in the fiber, but the plus part is in the case of infrared which is there in the remote control, there is only one infrared in the remote. Here in the case, let me just demonstrate the diagram which is there, then I will cover here. See this diagram which is there, you can see the spark coming out, then you have the wire over here, and then in turn this is covered with the plastic. The smallest white color dot, this is actually the fiber optic cable wire. This fiber optic cable wire is coated with the plastic, and again this plastic is further coated on, and so many series of as many white dots as you can observe, that many fiber optic cables are collectively made. So you can say the same technology which was there in the remote control, but in the remote control only one infrared was there. Here we have bundled all so many infrared collectively. See the description part. It is made up of drawing glass or silica or plastic to the diameter thicker than even the human hair. Each fiber optic cable wire is even thin than your plastic hair. That is why it is wrapped with the bundles so that it can carry out the signals. And let me tell you that the global connections of internet available in the worldwide has been made through this fiber optic cables only, that is made up with the glass technology. And these cable wires are kept below the sea, in the sea level downside. These cable wires are there because that is the only place where the human disturbance cannot go on, and so anytime 24/7 the internet connectivity is working continuously. this is how our internet cable wires are made up of, and they are placed downside in the sea. Thank you so much for watching.